Hey everybody, welcome back to We Coach You. We're live. Welcome back to season 5. Today we're going to be talking about Chivas Femenil and of course Chivas Varonil and the surprises that have come. See you guys soon.
Si pudiera elegir mi destino, elegiría revivir los buenos tiempos junto a la mejor afición de México. Elegiría festejar muchos goles con la rojiblanca y poder levantar nuevamente un trofeo en mi casa, el Estadio AKRON. No lo pensaría dos veces para regresar al equipo con el que gané todo. Son nuevos tiempos y quiero escribir nuevas historias junto a mis Chivas. Por eso, hoy elijo volver al rebaño sagrado.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latinoamerica, and all you Chiva hermanos and Chiva hermanas around the globe. All you mothers and misters, Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Coach You Live, the program that is transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Welcome, everyone, to Season 5. Gabi, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back.
Hi, Robert. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, season 5. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it, but I'm so happy to be back here. Liga MX is in full swing. Liga MX Femenil. Liga MX is just around the corner, and we have a lot of exciting information that you already know about to share with you. And I'm so happy to be back here. So blessed to be a part of this incredible English project, because remember that this is a project of Chivas created specially for all our Chiva hermanos that live outside Mexico that speak mostly in English, but actually this is for everybody because we speak Chivas. So welcome everybody to We Coach You Live. So happy to be back here. Alfredo, how are you?
Hi Gabi, hi Robert, hi Chiva hermanos. Very excited to be here with you. It's already season 5 of We Coach You Live, of We Coach You overall, and ready for this new year, ready for 2025. First of all, I would like to wish all the Chiva hermanos a happy new year. I hope that this year brings you many joy, brings you a lot of joy, brings you a lot of happiness, and hopefully all of your desires come true, if not most of them. And very excited to be here with you guys. Very excited for Alan Pulido being back, and everything that we've got to talk. Kickoff for Liga MX is set for this Saturday. So with all the high hopes for another tournament, for a new tournament, a new coach, and new players, everything is new. And we are revitalized with all the energies to keep going.
And don't forget, everybody, that you can join us directly as well via WhatsApp. Okay, Chiva hermanos, join our communities, Comunidades Rojiblancas, where you can also participate for the Experiencias Rojiblancas, which are tickets and more, and who knows, other surprises. Just search your WhatsApp for Chivas, join, and that's it. Okay, if you have a question, you can send us a DM down below. There it is, that DM right there. You guys do the math or whatever and the number, take a screenshot of it and paste it. Don't forget, we'd love for you guys to come and join us. If not, ask all of the other people who have joined us, among them Curtis Williams, who I can see he is already there. We're on fire. We are on fire.
And if I can have the floor for just 1 second, my friend, because I'm seeing a lot of comments in the comment section. Of course, thank you everybody for joining us, but I'm going to flip the language switch right now and I'm going to speak to you en español porque ahí les va. Muchas gracias a todos y a todas quienes están conectando y quienes están comentando en este momento en el chat. Queremos hacerles partícipes y comentarles. Punto número 1, esto es We Coach You Live, es la temporada número 5, lo que significa que tenemos aproximadamente un poquito más de 2 años haciendo este programa y todos estos contenidos de Chivas en inglés especialmente para nuestros chivermanos y chivahermanas que viven fuera de México y que hablan mayormente en inglés. Si ustedes siguen a cualquier otro club, a cualquier otra institución, organización, como lo es Chivas, con su inmensidad y con su importancia a nivel global, sabrán y no les causará sorpresa que ellos manejan también contenido en otros idiomas. Y en este caso, Chivas hace lo mismo para todos nuestros chivermanos que sabemos que son más de 5 millones que solamente viven en los Estados Unidos y que la mayoría habla en inglés. Entonces, this is for you, but this is actually for everybody. Así que quienes están preguntando en el chat, este contenido es en inglés para chivermanos que viven en Estados Unidos y hablan mayormente en inglés, pero es para todos, porque todos hablamos el idioma universal, que es el Guadalajara. Así que bienvenidos, and back to you, my friend.
Thank you, Gabi. Yes, well, it has to be said, and well, we have to do a refresher. And don't forget that we do have a spot for our Spanish speakers as well, or those people who want to practice their Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Noti Chivas tomorrow at 5 p.m. as well.
Chivas.
Okay, so you can
same time, same place,
right? We're like Batman. Yeah, it's like Batman and Robin. It's like, it's there, my friends. I'm trying to encuadrarme there. So don't forget, and it's not about us remember, we're fans too. Somos también aficionados y estamos gustosos de que vengan con nosotros a participar. Pero este es el área para el habla inglés, So let's have fun, man. You guys, we have a lot to talk about. There's great surprises, but let's start with a tradition now, which is the MVP. Okay, so drum roll. Do we have a real drum roll this time? No.
I mean, it's season 5. We should.
5 seasons. Hey, right? Rick plays the drums, right?
He does.
I would think there. I hear something in the back there.
Oh, there we go. It's sounding.
Yeah, all right, baby.
Yeah. Oh,
who
there we
are
go.
Our MVPs? There we go. Wow. Amalia,
there we
Licha,
go.
And Monse.
Amalia Lopez is for me.
Okay, you start then.
Yeah. So I chose Amalia Lopez because her first. She's going under her second semester with Chivas Femenil, and the other day against Necaxa. Which was the debut of El Guadalajara Femenil in this Clausura 2025. We're speaking about Amalia Lopez scoring the second goal at the 82nd minute, which, of course, by then the match was kind of in the limbo. They were only one goal away. They could have tied, but Amalia Lopez scored the 2-0 at the 82nd minute with a great goal, dribbling the defender, cold-bloodedly finishing and inside the box with a lot of coverage surrounding her. So I would say that Amalia Lopez is my MVP because we're also needing her to have a better semester than she had last one, but we're pretty sure that she will because she is now better adapted to the institution.
Yeah, she did great. I saw that. Did you guys see that play? I mean, you have to have seen the play. Such a quick thinker. She finished that ball very nicely. Very nicely.
Yeah.
Gabi, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's no surprises in everybody's pick because, as you may know, and you should.
You have an echo from last year.
No, Liga MX Femenil isn't back, and they already played, and we saw 3 very important.
Well, I'm going to jump in, right, and talk about why I chose Licha. Let's see what happened. We have some technical problems. This technology is too double-edged. Okay, so Licha, of course, is Licha. Es Licha, es mi chingona, es la chingona de todos. I think that since she's been brought to the institution, she has definitely, been able to do more than just represent. And just to look at some hard data, we know that she has finally scored up to 132 goals, and she has equaled Omar Bravo. Okay, there is no comparison, of course, in the sense that it's different. But I see that Licha will always be that shining one there. You know, so for me, Licha, right. She deserved that goal, and she killed it. She did not shine as always, but she definitely killed it. And Monse, well, let's talk about Monse a little bit, because there's a lot of things we could talk about her. She's been doing much better. She did really well in the match. Okay. And she's starting to break her own records. Okay, Gabi, are you there?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. We were about to talk about Monse, so what's up?
I was talking about Monse because I think that was a very good, spectacular shot. That assist from Cassandra Montero, and how she just took that ball and just very airy way. I think it was a very nice, well played, like very structured play. I love to see Cassandra back, by the way. She's back again, and I think she is in full form as well. And that goal, and I mean, I know there's a little bit of Monse, it can be like a little bit irregular at times, but if she's coming back like this,
yeah, she needs to just find her groove, bro. Basically, find her groove.
And if she is like proving herself, I think you lost me again. I'm so sorry. Hello?
Yeah, we're here.
Damn it.
I got you, Gabi. We can hear you.
I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
Well
I'm so sorry. And if it is my signal is just anyway. But anyway, my vote is for Monse Hernandez, because that was an incredible goal.
And we're going to talk more about Femenil, but I'm glad you mentioned Cass, because Cass was going to be one of my choices. She's different. The team is different when Cassandra's back. So yeah, definitely go and vote. Where can we go vote, Alfredo?
Here in the YouTube channel, and in Twitter, the Chivas English Twitter account. That's new. Gotta remind the Chivermanos that this is new. Last tournament, it used to be so both places. Last semester, you could only vote on YouTube, but now you can vote on X and also on YouTube. So you have both options. On X, it's on the Chivas English Twitter account, ChivasEN_. So those are the both spots, ChivasEN_ on X, as well as here on the YouTube channel. Vote and show everyone that Chivas is a democratic state as well.
Democracy. Blah.
Democracy, yeah.
Okay, my friends. But anyway, before we get into that, we're going to talk more about the MVP at the end of the show. Remember that that's something you can participate with us in. We're going to watch a track, a presentation by El Más Grande, narrador, in one of my opinions, Quique Norriega's presentation video of Pulido.
Chicos hermanos, ¿cómo están? Qué gusto saludarles. Dicen por ahí que uno siempre vuelve a los lugares donde fue feliz. Es por ello que 5 años después, Alan Pulido está oficialmente de regreso en las Chivas Rayadas del Guadalajara para disputar el Clausura 2025 y la CONCACAF Champions Cup. Lo que debes saber sobre el atacante del Guadalajara, aquí te lo contamos. No hace falta mucha presentación para el nuevo atacante rojiblanco, pero aquí lo resumimos brevemente. Alan llegó a Chivas en 2016 y ganó varios trofeos, la Liga y la Copa de 2017, la CONCA Champions del 2018, además del título de goleo individual de la Apertura 2019. ¿Qué puede aportarle Alan Pulido al Guadalajara? El nacido en Ciudad Victoria siempre se ha caracterizado por ser un delantero versátil, ya que además de sus condiciones dentro del área, cuenta con un gran sentido asociativo que le permite aparecer entre líneas y gestar ocasiones de peligro. En su etapa con Kansas City, Pulido casi siempre arrancó en punta. Sin embargo, durante el partido intervenía casi en la zona de los interiores. ¿Cómo puede encajar Alan Pulido en el sistema de Óscar García? Hay 2 roles en los que Pulido encajaría perfectamente. Gracias a sus descensos y las zonas que está acostumbrado a pisar, puede jugar como segunda punta. Además, ha demostrado que también puede ser el único delantero. Si la estratega rojiblanco decidiera jugar con un 9 que permanentemente esté cerca del área, Pulido sería una buena alternativa, ya que tiene buen golpeo para finalizar jugadas. En caso de optar por acompañarlo de alguien más, tiene aptitudes necesarias para complementar a sus compañeros. Tras 5 años en el fútbol de los Estados Unidos, Alan Pulido está de regreso en casa y buscará escribir una nueva historia en compañía de toda la nación chiva. Así que bienvenido a casa, Alan. Estamos convencidos de que vienes a aportar toda tu experiencia, profesionalismo y talento al servicio del equipo que comanda Oscar García. Para enterarte de este tipo de noticias, antes que en cualquier otro lugar, suscríbete a los canales oficiales del Guadalajara, dale like y compártelo para que todo el mundo se entere del regreso de Alan Pulido.
As always,
There we go.
Kike putting us in the loop, man. Yeah,
Always
sharp, concise.
Yeah, always
man.
sharp.
He's great. He's
Yeah.
great. One day I'll be like him. What do you think?
Hopefully.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man.
Well, he's younger than both of
yeah,
us.
I know, man. He's great. He does it so well. I love how he
Right.
closed, though, because it's not a return to back home, the prodigal son, okay? El hijo
Yeah.
pródigo.
And truly
Yeah.
prodigal, you
I
know?
mean, if we really look at it and take it in the biblical sense, there's so much we can
Oh,
compare,
yeah.
right?
Hopefully, no, totally. Hopefully, he shows the same results he did at the beginning, in his first stage, of
The
course.
truth is, I'm excited. I remember when he came
Me too.
back to when he came to Chivas, there was such there was just a backlash from all over the world, you know, and from other places, not including Greece. Because remember, he came back from what was the team? Oh, what was the team he was in Greece? The Olympiacos, right?
Olympiacos.
Yeah.
And people said, "Oh, it's un retroceso. He's going backwards in his career." And he came to Chivas, and he made a difference. He made a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the goal in the final, just with that.
Totally. No, and it's something we've heard it from players who have won championships with Chivas and other institutions as well. And it's not the same to be Mexican League champion with Chivas than what it is with another club. You know, with Chivas it's special.
I think a lot of players that have played in Chivas. I don't know what you think about this, Gabi, but there's been a lot of players now that have left the team, and I've seen them, you know, not left in the sense, well, they've retired and they've gone, and now I see them on talk shows with other ex-players.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them are coming back,
Right.
Gabi, and they're saying, hey, it's not easy being in Chivas.
I
It's not
I
easy.
don't think it's easy, and we can take that saying like
It's not easy because you have all the noise from the radio, the TV, the newspapers, the press, the bots.
Backwash.
It's never.
camiseta pesa,
Yeah,
and I
you're
think that's
always
kind of
constantly
true.
being overlooked.
It's very mean.
You know, the guys with the microphone are always gonna try to look for the negative stuff, and it's not easy, and especially Pulido, who is a guy with such a strong personality, who shows off, of course, that personality on the pitch. Because I just love Pulido. You know, he's a fast player. He doesn't hesitate when he has that shooting chance. He kind of reminds me a lot to Jamie Vardy,
Okay.
because he's an explosive forward. He knows how to read those central corridors. Also on the wings, he's, you know, the complete center forward. And I think that it's something that the team really needed. It's a position, it's a piece that we really didn't have on the team. You know, over the last few years, there's been this debate of the false nine in Chivas. Who should play that position? Should we even adapt that position? But I think that he's coming here to answer many questions. What's your take on his role?
I agree.
Robert?
The false nine is also the more, how can I say? For me, it's a more modern setup on the pitch. Remember that our previous DT, 2 DTs ago, was using the false nine without having one. And now that we have one, it'll be interesting to see how our maestro will be able to set him up. And I love the fact I'm
Right.
excited. I'm really happy to see him back. We have really young forwards, and we have really older, let's say, the older senior level forwards. And I think Alan is going to fit that space in the middle that we needed to be filled. And he's charismatic, like you said. He moves around a lot. I've seen him under pressure, and it seems that it doesn't really affect him. I think I agree with you completely with what he's going to bring to the pitch, which is more dynamics. And that's what we need. And if you've seen I don't know, we're going to talk a little bit more about I don't need it in a moment. But if you saw the preseason games, Chivas at some point has been very predictable. At least in the preseason.
Exactly.
I'm not saying not dangerous. I'm not saying that they don't move the ball well, because they have been, but a little predictable.
Yeah,
So, will Pulido be that missing link, the unpredictability? Because we saw Yael be unpredictable the other day, and he slammed that baby into the back of the net. Beautiful.
Right. No, and he's so versatile, because Pulido, he can play on the center, but he can also alternate towards the wings. He can make a run on the wing, make a run on the center. Even if they don't pass the ball to him, he can make a run to open space for a teammate. So I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table. And he's one of those guys that shoots from outside the box, and we're also needing that. And hopefully, he can connect very well with Piojo, with Nene, and with the rest of the guys up front.
Yes, I think he's going to be able to, no problem. Because like you said, he's an associative player, and he's not selfish.
Right.
Which is super important.
Totally.
But anyway, Mr. Pulido, he speaks English now, and very well.
Oh, yes. Oh, hopefully we have him here.
Rick?
Oh,
that would
be
be
amazing.
Great if Alan could come on, hopefully. And do you think he's going to start? This is my surprise question for you today. Do you think he's going to start on Saturday? Or
I don't think so. Just because, maybe he could be on the bench. I don't think he's gonna start, just because when these sort of players arrive to a new team, they don't really play immediately. I am really hoping to see him on match day 2. But I don't see him starting on Saturday. And hopefully, I'm going to say something. Hopefully he doesn't play on Saturday, because hopefully we don't need him. Hopefully we take the 3 points without him,
Or put him in just to see how he, his reaction to be on the pitch.
Right.
And he and Miguel Tapias, I don't know if Tapias going to be on the pitch too. But he is our second. Pulido now is our second refuerzo. So, bienvenido, Alan Pulido. I'm excited, man. It's going to be great Saturday. We're going to do a double party, the family and I, because we're going to a barbecue and then directly to the stadium. Alan,
cool.
It's like Chivas. Yeah. Chivas is building again that vibe in all of us. So I feel optimistic.
Yeah, I'll have to catch the game on the phone, because I actually have a wedding on Saturday. Yeah, my college roommate's getting married.
Bad always, but good at the same time. No, blessings, man. If you guys get married, you got to do it the right way and go all the way. So
exactly,
I'm going to recommend something that you do. Go to the restroom, watch the game there.
Right,
invite
totally.
Yeah. So good deal, man. That's great. I love weddings. Before we move on, let's look at the chat. Curtis Williams, he's back, season 5. We need to make a plaque for Curtis. He says he's stoked about Alan Pulido.
About Alan Pulido? Oh, cool.
Definitely.
Yeah. A lot of people are stoked, because it was not the first time that his name sounded for coming back to Chivas. So it was a lot of people took it like el cuento de la caperucita. that it was you know, I didn't see a lot of expectations from the fan base of actually becoming a reality. But it is a reality, you know. When it was fast, it was quick. There was not a lot of noise behind it, so it was a very efficient job, you know, by the
I
board.
think they've been doing it because there were some rumors. Remember last season, and we really can't. Well, Chivas has been burned in the past, you know. Chivas has been burned in the past, so that bringing their Alan Pulido was a master stroke, and we just need to see some goals, man. I want to come home Saturday night with that voice all messed up. So, Alan's back. Who else is out there? Who else is out there? Oh, there's a lot of scuttlebutt too. We hear the rumors, guys. There's a lot of rumor. ¿Cómo se dice eso?
Rumorología. Rumorology. No, that's an
No, but I
invented
love
word.
it. It fits perfectly, man. No, you're making a great word.
Yeah.
Rumorology, man. If you think about it, there's a lot of rumors out there, my friends. We cannot talk about rumors. But I'm excited to know too. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about the rumors? Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Let us know what you think about the rumors.
What do you think about the rumors? What do you guys think about Tapias? What do you guys think about Pulido? Yeah? Tell us. We're going to talk about Varonin right now, but let's hear your voices. And don't forget, if you want to join us, you could do it in a number of ways. Okay? You could join us on WhatsApp. You could call us. You could get all sorts of ways. You could join us live. We'll send you a link. Come join us. Come tell us what you think. Yeah. And if your English is not so good, that's okay. You know, we can translate for you.
Yeah, totally. Alejandro Delgado says that he's excited for the idea of putting together Cowell, Pulido, and Piojo. That would be a good start front three.
I am too. Imagine that. I mean, imagine the whole thing. Let's start talking about Varonin. All right, who's our starting back?
So yeah, let's first of all we gotta recap the preseason Copa Pacifica. We Chivas concluded the preseason with 1 win, 2 ties, 1 loss, defeating Jaiba, tying against Mineros and Atlas, and losing against UDG, Los Leones Negros. But you know, there were I saw different comments about the Chivas performance. You know, I would say varying comments. You said that the team, you enjoyed to see how the team moved the ball around, and you know it's still early to have conclusions. Of course, it's early.
Yes, of course, and of course you could see it. Profe was trying different setups, and it's obvious that no one wants to ruin the season by doing a too hard preseason as well. We're never going to see the true versions of these players because if you play too hard, you're going to hurt yourself, maybe. You know, and the truth is, there were good matches. I think in the Copa Pacifica, the games against Mineros and Atlas, they were hard. They were hard matches. Mineros, although they play in the Liga de Expansión, they have quite a few ex-Chivas, and they are very strong, you know, defensively, and they have a lot of young players as well. So that was a good try. Again, the result wasn't what we expected. Atlas, we always want to beat them. You know, I think we did quite well, but I think each game, I don't know what you think, Alfredo, but each game, I saw a certain improvement. And the last 2 matches, he repeated his starting 11.
Right.
Yeah. So what did you think? What did you think from what we saw in the preseason? What can we hope to see in our starting 11 for Saturday?
The starting 11 for Saturday. Okay. Yeah. So I think that he's trying to give Cowell playing minutes. He has been with us. I believe that Sepúlveda is a guy that will probably be having more minutes, and on the wings, I think that Charal Cisneros might be having some minutes as well. We're having also Beltran and Piojo Alvarado as our reference for another semester. I think that the team is gonna, especially with the coach that we've hired and his playing style. I think that the team is going to grow around these two, around Beltran and Alvarado. And well, of course, Tala Rangel is in him. We've found a goalkeeper who has finally made a name for himself in the goal, because remember that Chivas spent some years trying to find that man for standing beneath the three posts, and of course Tala has consolidated himself on that position. So I'm believing that we might be seeing a 4-3-3, four at the back, a classic 4-3-3, and see. I'm excited to see what happens with that center forward position.
I am too. I'm just trying to look at the characteristics of our wingers, for example. Cowell and Alvarado need someone to feed. They need someone to eat. So our forwards, when they're healthy, they're all dangerous. Yeah, but who do you think that, for you, in your opinion, if you were going to make the setup, you're the profe, who would be your forward?
Right.
Of course, we can't talk about Pulido, but who would be your forward?
I will go with Marin. Just because he has been with us for a while now, and he's a reliable guy. Yeah, he's reliable.
Yeah, 4K. I like that. I agree with you, and he has responded when necessary, and he can handle. And he's also similar to Pulido in the sense that he can also play different positions. He moves around a little bit more. He can serve as a post. Yeah. In basketball terminology, right? He could serve as a post, he could feed, and he could also attack, So for me, the only thing is he needs to work on his speed. Yeah, that's the only thing, because 4K is lethal.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I believe that the leaders of our defensive leaders are going to be Sepúlveda and Castillo on that right back.
Yeah.
I think that Castillo has really earned it. Fantastic in the coverage, fantastic when encouraging and summing himself up to the attack. And I see him as a right back for the ages.
Yeah, I like that. I like Castillo. And funny that you mentioned both Tala and Castillo, because they're also in the national team. Yeah.
Right.
And we're starting to see them starting to play together as well. Hopefully in the future in the first team. So definitely, I like it. Yeah, because les va a dar de comer.
I'm confident.
Cowell and Alvarado have to feed someone, and if we don't have a good head or someone who could kill those balls into the back of the net, that was why I was asking about that analysis. What do you think, Gabi? Who should the forward be? Do we have Gabi back? I think she's doing like my students did in the pandemic. They would take a screenshot of themselves and then just leave it. And they would just leave it there interesting.
I wouldn't have done that.
Kids. Yeah. You remind me of my students, my friend. So, okay, we got the forwards. Anybody out there also, the people who are out there in the chat.
Let us know. Imagine you guys are part of Oscar Garcia's coaching staff, and you gotta give him advice on who would you line up on Saturday against Santos.
Yeah. That doesn't take English skills either. You could just set up your whole 11. Your whole starting 11, if you like, right. And that would be a great thing to talk about. Okay, let's go. Let's talk about the midfield. Now, I think that's a bit more difficult. I don't know what you guys think. The midfield.
There's more competition, slightly more competition.
The midfield is going to
Healthy
be crazy.
competition.
Healthy, yes. But so many choices now.
No, so many choices, totally. No, we have Eric Gutierrez. I think that he's totally gonna be that CTM that he's been playing. He's better adapted now. And Beltran, remember that Pavel Perez left, so we don't have that choice anymore. But I'm predicting a tournament where the base and the main guys of the midfield are going to be Eric and Fernando Beltran. And then you can switch up. You can include Gael Garcia. You can include Cowell. You can include someone from El Tapatio, someone from Cantera who hasn't even been at Tapatio. We have different choices for that extra midfielder role. But I think that the play is, you can also bring Alvarado back to the as a false midfielder type of situation. But I truly believe that the midfield is going to evolve around Eric and around Fernando Beltran.
Definitely. So we have the experience, and we have now our quarterback. Like, I agree that Beltran should be the quarterback. And again, it's the intermittence that we see in him that makes me doubt it. And I think there's going to be competition right there. But who will compete against them? I'm talking about canteranos. I'm thinking about the younglings, the Padawans. All right. So let's talk about Yael. Yael just put in a beautiful. I know he plays more or less as a forward type, but he smashed home a shot the other day that was magnificent. No. Who else can we?
No, and we gotta say that. We gotta say that 10 canteranos went with the first team to Zacatecas. We, of course, because we hadn't had a show, we hadn't mentioned that, but worth rescuing that 10 canteranos went with the first team to Zacatecas. And for that midfielder role, we have Gael Garcia, who played the other day in the last preseason match. He could be a solid choice. Also, on the CDM role, we have Diego Ochoa. Interesting, as we would say it in Spanish, pivote. He also has a great through ball. He is very precise. He will be pretty useful if you would like to rest Gutierrez, or if you would like to use Gutierrez as that interior midfielder, providing that defensive solidarity along with another, pure pivot such as Ochoa, because sometimes you need two defensive midfielders out of three. So interesting midfielders, Diego Ochoa and Gael Garcia from Cantera Rojiblanca to the first team.
Yeah, but then again, there's the competition we were talking about. El Oso, ¿dónde está mi Oso?
Oh, right. I knew we were.
Yeah, Oso's going to be in there. What's going to happen to all these people who are accustomed to having there? The new blood, I don't know. The new blood, the new cantera is something that will raise the competition. And these guys are fast, man. Right?
Oh, yeah.
We've seen La Hormiga do his work. Yael now. Luis Rey. Wilkie's going to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Wilkie. Oh yeah.
No, Gabi, how you doing there? We lost your help. I told you.
If you would like, if we would like, let's say, a more offensive profile for the midfield, we have Ariel Castro. Interesting technique. Media punta, agile with the ball. Good with the ball, fine touch.
The fine touch. And you had done something. I remember last season, a bit of a study of Camberos. Yeah, what can he bring to the pitch?
Camberos is a guy that he has that let's say that capacity of retaining the ball. He's a guy that you can rest the ball with, but he also has that forward mentality. Sometimes he can just see the space and start dribbling, combine with someone, get a 1-2. He has goal. He makes the best out of his shooting occasions. So interesting option as well. We also gotta tell the Chivermanos that maybe not all the 10 canteranos who went with the first team will play or will make it all the way, but we have options.
And I like that.
Yeah,
and again,
Vilke,
we're looking
I'm
at,
excited to see Vilke, you know.
I'm excited with the mix, and I'm hoping that the rumorologies come true, because I'm
Hopefully.
excited to see about this, you know, because it's the Chiva bloodline
Yeah.
mixed in with other
Mhm.
canteras, you know.
Yeah, no. What if they don't? Well, it would not be nothing new if the rumorology doesn't come true. Wouldn't be nothing new, you know. But but let's hope this time it's true, you know.
Yeah, and but it's very muy alentador, you know, very
Yeah.
very very happy with what we have. What do you think, Gabi?
Oh my goodness, can you hear me? Can you see
Yes.
me?
Beautiful.
I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm not in my normal setting, so internet is like going whatever all over the place. So I think I left in the Pulido
Right.
signing. I just want to say that I'm so happy. I think I think you lost me.
No, we
again.
got you. We got you back now. Yeah, we
You
go
got
to.
me.
We go to. We were having a great conversation about what's going on and what we hope to see with Varonil. So it's time to move on a little bit. And it's great you're back at the perfect timing, Gabi, because we're going to move in, talk about Femenil. But first, Alfredo, where can
I
we
know,
watch
right?
this match? If you're not lucky.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm so excited for this one. I have been waiting for this all the vacation, but there we are. Chivas Santos, Saturday, day 11th, exactly in 3 days' time. It's the first match of Liga MX. We are back at Estadio Akron. It's on, if you're in Mexico, tune in Amazon Prime Video, or Prime Video for short. And if you're in the United States, it's Telemundo, and also the Telemundo Deportes app, of course, either cable or stream. But it's Telemundo in the United States, Amazon Prime Video. In Mexico, kickoff is set at 7 p.m. Central Mexican time, which is also Central Time of the United States. There you have on screen the rest of schedules. If you're Pacific Time, if you're Eastern Time, there you have it. And it's Chivas Santos, Prime Video in Mexico, and Telemundo Deportes in the United States. And I'm positive about this match on Saturday. You know why? Well, not only because of the footballing situation that we just discussed, but also because, let me tell you, that Chivas in its debuts in match day 1 tends to do pretty well lately. Actually, we have 6 straight unbeaten debuts in Liga MX. We haven't lost a single match in the last 6 debuts. And also, we are unbeaten in 9 out of the last 10. So it's inviting, it's promising, and, you know, it gives us hope. You know, stats is in our side as well.
I agree completely. And the stats are, but they're numbers, right?
They're
Let's
numbers,
see what we
yeah.
could do. We'll see what
They
we
go to
could
bed
do.
when the ball after the kickoff whistle, right?
Exactly. And as we said before, I don't care if they play horribly as long as they win. Is the truth.
Right.
And I'm saying this right now as a 49ers and a Madrid and all kind of fans. So
No, it's
hopefully,
fine.
let's just make it.
Especially
Let's
if you
just
have a
make
new coach under a new idea, you know, at this stage right now, let's say for the first 10 matches, the important thing, first 10, 15 matches, the important thing is to get the results as the players get used to the idea. What a better way to get used to the idea than winning, you know, that makes everything so much smoother.
When you win, you're in, you know, that's the
Yeah,
truth.
there are
And
coaches.
Yeah. We see it here directly because I don't know, people out there who are in the chat section, you guys look at us and really we're like a buffer because some of the stuff you guys write are just so evil and vile. But when we win, everything is roses.
Oh, yeah, you even looked more handsome and everything.
Yes, of course. Oh, your mustache, profe, and I don't know. That's how it gets. So,
no,
I don't know. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah, there's even coaches who in press conference say, oh, no, when we win, we even look more handsome.
Of course. We smell better.
Right.
Time to
People
move
like
on.
it. Time to move
It's
on,
time
right?
to move on. And I don't see
Yeah, do it.
Marilu there, or as she has in the comment section, but let's talk about our chingonas. Alfredo, were you able to see the debut match?
Yeah, they
Did
had a
you?
chingon debut. Yeah. No,
They did.
I tuned it in. I tuned it in against Necaxa at in Aguascalientes, and it was a 3-0, a well controlled 3-0. Chivas, I think that had the control pretty much for the main part of the match, and also the team created occasions. Blanca appeared when she had to appear, and it was a solid one, because we scored 3, yeah, but we also had we also had some other solid occasions. For example, Damaris had one by
Yeah.
the half-hour match, and her shot went to the crossbar. That was gonna be the 2-0 by the 29th minute, and Chivas went well. Then they controlled the match, had cold blood to finish sealing the 3 points. Caro Jaramillo had one by the 63rd minute, that went by really close. And I think we could be comfort. It was a fine debut by the Chingonas, 3-0 away win. Cassandra Montero being back, I think that she's a player who makes the difference.
Yes.
Not only with assists, but with how she shows up. She just distributes the game. She has some solid criteria. So, and she's a player who's fun to watch. She transmits confidence and relaxation to her teammates. She is someone who you can rest the ball in. So yeah, excited to see what's ahead.
Yeah, I saw a healthy Chivas Femenil.
Right.
And not only healthy physically, but healthy
Mentally.
where it counts, mentally. Right. They played loose. Everybody did what they needed to do. Players who hadn't been in the starting 11 last season were back. Cassandra, as I mentioned while we were talking about the MVP, for me, she should have been one of the MVPs because she gives, like you just said, Alfredo, she gives stability to the team, And I love the back, the defensive four managed the game very well. The first half I thought was a little rough, but they managed the game very well, And in the end, they came away with the 3 points, as was expected. And again, that's what we expect from our teams, both varonil and femenil, on day one. From day one, right? Gabi, dinos, ¿qué viste? What did you see from the Necaxa match?
Okay, first of all, I'm a ghost because I don't know when I'm going away and when I'm coming back. So again, I apologize. So Liga MX is back. Can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Okay, I'm excited, of course, because Chivas is...
She stayed again. Well, yeah, Chivas is back. And there were so many high points in the match, like you said. Yeah, we have a healthier team. As you said, we had some incorporations that made the difference, gave stability. And we had some high marks. Licha Cervantes made her goal 132, right? Equaling Omar Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was one of the hiatus. Also,
Liga
Monse,
MX.
In Liga MX, Monse played her game number 201.
Oh, wow.
Right? In Liga MX
Femenil,
anotando.
Mm-hmm.
Her 201st match that she has scored. Yeah?
Oh, wow.
What else? There's a bunch of data that I'm looking at right now. Okay?
Yeah.
As a day one match.
Chivas Femenil won for the 11th straight time on the first match day of Liga MX Femenil. They have not lost on game day one since Apertura 2019.
That's crazy. Like we were just saying,
Yeah.
the data is in our favor for the Santos match against, on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But look at it's just consecutively come up, right? And if we think positively, remember like 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 5 seasons ago, okay, we need to think positively. And I think that again, Femenil started off on the right foot, and an away match, and their next game is an away match as well.
Yeah, against Santos actually.
Against Santos too.
Tomorrow actually. Yeah.
Is it tomorrow or Friday?
No, it's oh no, let's see. This Friday. Oh no, it's Friday. Yeah, no, it's Friday. Exactly. No, Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday in Torreon.
In Torreon, exactly.
So maybe we'll have a double header, right?
Yeah, hopefully a double win against La Comarca, right?
Femenil on Friday.
As a starter.
And Varonil Saturday.
Oh,
I'd buy that for $1.
Yeah, no, that would be a fantastic weekend.
It would be, and would be a great start. And like we say, to start with the correct vibe, the correct vibration to the season. Chivas Femenil, as always, ponen el ejemplo. Now we need Varonil to do the same and just keep moving. We got to find that synchronicity and just keep moving. Keep moving forward.
Totally. I'm wondering where are we going to able to watch the Chivas Femenil match on Friday. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So Friday, the 10th, kickoff at 5 p.m. Central Mexican time, 5 p.m. Central Time of the United States. So in Mexico, it will be on Caliente TV. It's, remember, on their YouTube channel. Caliente has a YouTube channel, and it's going to be live from Estadio TSM from Torreón, Santos Femenil, Chivas Femenil on Caliente TV in YouTube in Mexico. And if you're in the United States, it will be on VIX.
Good options there there's no excuse to not see the match.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So we need to always take advantage and send, as we have said, uncountable times, that good vibe. Because you can feel it when you are direct and you're on the pitch.
Totally.
Always have to maintain that score. And don't get angry with your Chivas. It's just a game, man.
Right.
It's just a game.
I don't know how people could get angry with the team that they support,
Well, I feel sometimes disappointed.
Right, exactly. But not with
I'm disappointed. I remember when my boys were kids and we started going to the stadium since Jalisco. I always asked them to not, boo or be negative towards their own team. You could talk about it here in private.
Exactly.
But, don't be fake or anything. But also not send any negativity. And that goes for all that sort of stuff that
totally.
That just brings down the ambiance also of going to the stadium. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
There's families, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. So try to keep it as clean as possible.
Right.
Clean as possible. All right, before we move on, we need to discuss who won the MVP. Me, man, of course.
Who takes the first one of 2025?
Of 2025. I got to say, though, guys, do we have the results? Production?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Who took Licha Cervantes?
Me.
Okay. So you take the first one of the year.
And this is what, the third, fourth, fifth? This is my fifth or sixth. Guys.
Tally.
It's lonely at the top.
Wow.
It's getting lonely at the top.
Second place for me, though. Almost a quarter of the votes.
I think that if Cassandra had been chosen,
right.
I think that she would have taken the win.
Mm-hmm. No, but that Licha mark of arriving to 132 goals in Liga MX is tough to beat.
Tough to beat, and she is the heart and
Right.
represents so much. Represents so much as a
Yeah.
follower of Chivas Femenil. She's, one of my heroes, my heroines.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Of Femenil. So she represents me.
Yeah, I can proudly say the same. Right. And
Definitely represents me.
we have also Tapatio activity. Remember, the Liga Expansión champions are making their debut. They're starting their defense of the title this Sunday, January the 12th, match week 1 of Liga Expansión, a derby against Leones Negros from UDG, city rivals. In Mexico, you will be able to watch the match on Claro Sports, High Sports, and TVC Deportes. Kickoff is set at noon. So, noon game for Sunday. That's after the Chivas Femenil and Chivas activity. For Sunday, as a dessert, we have Tapatio kicking off their title defense.
And playing at the traditional, what used to be traditional time, 12 p.m. Sunday.
Right.
So a great thing to do if you don't know or you're not thinking about contemplating anything, take your kids. Oh, I don't know. Are there are no ticket sales? Are they? Or is there public allowed? I don't remember. Yeah, but if not, gather around the TV, my friends.
No, there's no. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
no
They don't
TV,
open it for it. Yeah, only for special matches. So
special matches.
my bad.
It's
Okay, my friends, almost time for us to go. But before we leave, we want to share a Chiva Abonados experience.
Ooh.
Okay.
Those
Abonados
are
of the
cool.
Chiva experience. They're great. Look at what they got.
Wow.
Yeah.
They had the Rosca de Reyes with the players at Verde Valle after their practice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, no, that's something else. What other club does this? That's
They were
why
part of the comunidades. If you're part of the comunidades rojiblancas, this is what you can get. Okay?
Yeah.
WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, all these guys participated and were able to cut the rosca with their favorite players, man. Look at
all the
Mateo.
Chivabonados were being told. Every Chivabonado that, of course, that could make it, that was in Guadalajara by then, but that looks good, rosca
Chocolate.
with some coffee, with having a chit chat with the players. That I'm so jealous,
I don't know if anybody from production was there, but I saw Tala like chewing the plastic. He was like chewing the plastic, my friends. I don't know if we can get a close up on that one. Okay, but what a thing! What an addition! Yes,
you have Hormiga. You also have Tiloncito Chavez there, Tiva Sepúlveda, Cabo, Chicharo. No, it's everyone, the main guys. Yeah, that's why I love this institution, because they think we think about the people.
Look at. Don't pretend. Crunch. Well, anyway, my friends, this is the deal. You guys got to come in if you want to really participate with the team. Forget about just doing it on the chat. Try to come on in. Chivas has made the experience open for everyone, and it's a great experience. Imagine chocolatito, rosca, Chivas.
Oh,
what a way to start the week. Chivermanos, Chivermanas, we'll see you guys, hopefully with great news, next Wednesday. Don't forget, We Go To Live is back, season 5. Before I go, I want to thank everybody in production, everybody who has made 5 seasons possible. Okay?
Yeah.
Rick, Marcelo, Poncho, Alo, everybody behind the scenes. Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you to everyone.
Everybody, guys, thank you so much. And especially everybody who comes and participates with us in the chat. This is for you. The show's for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
guys.
5 seasons, man.
Wow.
Nos vemos la próxima
Dice
semana.
pronto.
Be good, my
Arriba,
people.
Arriba las Chivas.
Arriba las Chivas.
Si pudiera elegir mi destino, elegiría revivir los buenos tiempos junto a la mejor afición de México. Elegiría festejar muchos goles con la rojiblanca y poder levantar nuevamente un trofeo en mi casa, el Estadio AKRON. No lo pensaría dos veces para regresar al equipo con el que gané todo. Son nuevos tiempos y quiero escribir nuevas historias junto a mis Chivas. Por eso, hoy elijo volver al rebaño sagrado.